Hey, what's up, guys? Hello, Mongoose here, live. I had to walk out of my friend's hotel because I heard about this, man. This is crazy.
First or something, or right after Thanksgiving? Yeah. That's cool, Dan.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that will run you right to the front door. Turn it today? Yeah, turn it again.
Alright. Oh man, so I was chilling at my friend's hotel. He got a room, so we were just chilling and we're playing video games and all that stuff. I turned on my game because it's like, oh, it's after 2 o'clock. I'm gonna check on my daily goals and see what's up. I got a notification about something in the shipyard and I checked it out. Next thing you know, I go to Instagram. I'm like, wait, something's not right, because I'm looking at this shipyard right now and things are super cheap, and this is what caught me off guard. I'm like, wait, what's happened? Did I find a glitch? Did I what's going on? Why is everything so cheap? So I went onto Instagram, and when I went on Instagram, they just posted something saying that Racing Rentals is shutting down. I was like blown away. I was like, hey guys, I gotta leave. I have to make this video. I'm just, and now they're shutting it next year. And when I saw that, are you kidding me? And you know, time and money on these, like if it's not working, it's live stream. So I, you know, bummed out that this is happening, but this is just crazy, insane. Like for real, I stopped my friend's hotel because I was in the area of Maui, so just straight chilling this, and I'm just like, something's not right. And of course I checked it out, and after pulling the plug, from the looks of it, look, post on Insta, the first thing that financially the game good to continue, and I knew that was gonna be a problem just because how people reacted up. Which was, but the only thing is, that's the downfall of it. And connection. Oh man. What is my channel now? What the heck, team? I never just sorry. Technical difficulties. Good service area in this resort. Just looking for it right now. Says I got okay. This is just crazy, man. I've been playing this 2014. Well, I started playing, and just a little after October 15, 16, 17, after 4 years of playing, seeing this notification, and all that stuff popping out. It's a game changer, literally, because the game's just done at this point. So like having a turf team or doesn't matter at this point. Me spending money on the game matters. And honestly, I was gonna quit. About 7.0, I'll give it a chance because like it has potential. And I guess like no one is happy with it. This happened. What do you guys see in the chat here? Chats. Man. Dang. Hey, Bunk. Oh, you know what? I was gonna keep it, but it now, so I guess we can trade it. Dang, man. Dude. Man, I don't even know what to do right now. Everything's cheap. So I'm just gonna leave it on the screen for a while because you guys gotta see this. This is really good stuff, really cheap stuff. I mean, if you guys wanna play on a budget like this, you can get mostly everything. They just released everything. I thought this was like a bug or a glitch or something. Like they screwed up somehow. I was gonna notify Carbonated. I screen recorded it and everything, and then I go on Instagram and I see the post saying that they're March 2019 it's going to be the end of Racing Rivals, which is very sad for me because like I love playing this game. It's because of this game. I don't even know what to do with my channel anymore, guys. Like I really gotta go and find something that's gonna be a game changer for the channel. Cause like right now I'm just thinking about what should I do next. Cause if anything, I should get ahead of it. Man. Sorry. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I was at my friend's house having a Frappuccino because there's Starbucks downstairs, and saw this and I was like, dang, what the heck. I'm more mad than anything else, to be honest with you. We're just chilling in this hotel room, and then I get this, you know. It was actually a good day because I got off of work, and then this happens. I'm like, oh, are you serious right now? This is not what I wanted to see. Not at all, guys. Not at all. But I want to talk about it. Connection is really good in this area, but there's background music. I don't want to get flagged. I'm gonna go and try and go this way, but dang, man. Yeah, shoot. So now, like I don't know a racing game that's gonna, like, dang, so just looking at this, can I pull it up? Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, shoot. Oh, official notice, over the course of the last 5 years, Racing Rivals has grown into one of the most hardcore racing games. However, good things must come to an end. So on March 31st, 2019 will be the last day of Racing Rivals. And it says unfortunately no longer the revenue generated from Racing Rivals unfortunately no longer covers the cost of operations. This was not an easy decision to make. So I already knew right then and there that was going to be a problem. Now talking about 7.0. 7.0 is a good concept that could have been, hey! I don't work today! Oh, handsome guy! What, taking a break? I ran into some of my friends that I work with because I work in this area. You guys head over to Whalers Village, Kaanapali. I'm always here. You guys are in Maui, and check it out because the Racing Rivals shutting down. I don't know what to do. I'm just joking. I'm figuring things out right now. But yeah, so I already knew that was going to be a problem because when you think about the money aspect of it, not that much people are going to be spending money just because of, you know, it's free to play. You can play for free. And the game back then in the good old days, you know, 6.5 and the updates before that, you know, majority of the time you have to spend money in order to, you know, progress into the game, which was kind of sad, you know, but a lot of people went into the black market and found a cheaper way, and that was cool, but that was taking away money regardless. So 7.0 didn't really stop the black market and people from spending money outside of the game. And I think that's where they come to a loss, is like the black market can't really be stopped unless you stop pink slipping, but then again this game will be just a downgraded CSR2. And you know, I think they truly believed that this was gonna work. They wanted to try something because if they didn't try it out, if they didn't try Racing Rivals 7, you know, 7.0, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, who knows if it would change, you know, their financial problems and just getting people to play. Because I knew they were struggling in those areas. So when you think about it, like yeah, there's not that much people playing this game because it's not in its heyday anymore. And things that are like really popular back then, it's not gonna last that long. There's just too much games in the Play Store, and there's just too much competition, and there's games that are just doing way better. And this new concept, play to earn, you know, it tested your efforts that you put into the game. Just because when people played back in the days, 6.5 and all that stuff, the rewards weren't that rewarding. You're putting in more work and all that stuff just to get things. And then when people look at 7.0, they're like, no, this is not right. We hate the way that we have to get cars. I just saw a comment that came up, so that's why I'm talking about that. And I was just like thinking, like, yeah, that's true, but it's a lot more easier than what it was back in the good old days, because before you had to buy into things, because if you try to grind, you'll spend more time grinding for a Honda Civic that's like very cheap and not the best, you know, very cheap in the black market, and it wouldn't be worth the time. They were trying to fix that. Put the value back into cars. Make your efforts worth more. It can work out that way. .0, the only way you could get cars is by earning it. And I mean, it's cool. I liked it. I thought it was a really good idea. I don't know about you guys, but because when I saw 7.0 and when they were bringing everything up, I was like, yo, this is gonna work. This is gonna bring the game back. just people just have to have an open mind on it, and just, you know, yeah, it was good. 6.5 and the updates before that was good, but it could have been better. Could have been a lot easier. You know? Oh man, it sucks. And shoot, man. And I was all in. I was just like, dude, like, this game is so crazy. I love 7.0. This is way better than how I was playing. Like, I was playing this game by throwing my debit card, because I don't like putting anything on a credit card, because, you know, I have to pay for it after. Interest rate sucks, you know. So I was spending straight cash. I work at the restaurant, you know. I ended up becoming a server one time in my life just to get tip money. So I had a budget on this game, and I just go and get like Google Play cards. A lot more better, you know. But I was spending more money in 6.5 and before than in 7.0. That's why I like 7.0 so much. Like, man, I'm getting a lot of stuff. I'm progressing a lot faster back in the day when I started, you know. So I was like, man, this is a good concept. It's gonna get people to play again. But when 7.0 came out, after, you know, them, everyone explained, you know, them talking about it and all that stuff, people still hates it. They want the game to go back to its original form. And I was like, why? That would have killed the game. You know, that's what I was telling people. Like, if they did it, they should have called that update 6.6.6, because that would have been the end of it. And like, look at it now. It's a game that it still dies, even with 7.0. At least they tried. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, they tried to make something work, because what they were doing before and what they were trying to fix was still broken. People were taking more advantage of it and trying to help the game. And 7.0 was supposed to cover it all up, clean slate, start all over again, brand new, and it was going to be a lot more fun, a lot more enjoyable, and it was a different way of playing games rather than compared to other racing games. I was like, dude, this 7.0, this concept that they're releasing, all these things that they're doing for the game, it works. It just didn't work for the players, and I think that's where they lost, you know. And yeah, the lobbies were dead, but they made multiplayer irrelevant. How they did that was with Turf Wars and Tuner Challenge, adding pinks to Tuner Challenge. So now Tuner Challenge is the better thing you want to do rather than go to multiplayer. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So, one thing, what was I talking about now? Alright, yeah, multiplayer. Multiplayer died before 7.0 even existed. I think because the lobby jumpers had nowhere to jump. That's what I said. Say to myself at least, you know, I'm like, dang, you know, like, thank you. They got rid of that join a friend thing. We don't need to worry about lobby jumpers and all that stuff. And ever since then, before even 7.0 was announced and they got rid of like that lobby jump, like the add a friend button, like it killed off so much things. It killed the lobbies, and there wasn't that much players, because I used to hang out in the multiplayer lobbies when if I couldn't do Racing Showdown or Turf Wars because I didn't feel like doing it, I'll go to multiplayer and there'll still be people. And so when I saw 7.0, I was like, okay, cool. And then they bring out this new matchmaking system, add pink slipping to Tuner Challenge and Turf Wars. well, Turf Wars always had pink slipping, so that's something that that's already a given. But like to Tuner Challenge, I was like, really? Like, what is multiplayer now to this game? You know, is it just a place where we can just freely? It's a, you know, there's no reason. There's no it was just people that were in multiplayer lobbies, because you can go in there right now. I know there's always someone in 1640 or at least in 1650, and they're gonna be in the most overpowered cars for those lobbies, and they'll want to pinks you. So if you're like one of those type of new guys or one of those tuners that don't tune very well, you're gonna get like crapped on from these cars, you know. It's very competitive. I just lost the Porsche Paris Dakar, or a Dakar, I don't know how to really say it, but I had like 4 or 5 of those, and I was just like, hey, I'm gonna pink slip somebody. So I ended up pinksing Mazda Furai, and I ended up losing. Of course, I didn't know how to launch it properly, but it's whatever. But yeah, multiplayers died way before 7.0. I think 7.0 was just the icing. Well, wasn't, I wouldn't say the icing, it was that matchmaking with the coin toss and putting pinks in Tuner Challenge. That's what killed it. Because like, you'd rather, in 7.0 you're better off playing Tuner Challenge than in multiplayer lobbies, because multiplayer lobbies, you're just there damaging your car for no reason, looking for people to fall into your hands in a pink slip race because you have the better car. That's how I kind of see it. You know, if you don't have a good car in multiplayer, in the multiplayer lobbies, you're gonna get trampled by everyone in there. Every time I go in 1650 lobby in multiplayer, there's someone with like an Evo 8 VE or Subaru vintage edition, or a, you know, the Hypersports police car, you know. Yeah, multiplayer died way before 7.0. When they got rid of like lobby jumpers and that join a friend button and all that stuff, multiplayers took a really big hit for sure. What are some other comments? I wanna hit everything, that's why. Yeah. Spent a lot of money, now they flushed the whole community down the tap. I don't know, man. That's a controversial one. So the community and the decisions that Carbonated made for the game. 7.0, now with all of this happening, it all makes sense that 7.0 was kind of like it's like that last chance, you know, to fix the game. And if it doesn't work, then you have to close it down. And obviously, players don't like it, so it doesn't work. It killed off a lot of things, man. Oh, jeez. I wish it came. I wish it worked, man, because dang. And there's a lot of things to say about that one, for sure. Cool. That's my view right now. It's kind of cloudy here in the islands. It's nice out though, nice good breeze. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Thank you guys for like watching and all that stuff and sticking around, even though that this game's shutting down. I don't even know what to do with my channel. Like, I could go back and play some Need for Speed Payback, but it's not boring. It just takes more editing work. Cause like I screen record, or I can do a live stream. It just takes more work for me on my hand. To put my time and money into another racing game, I don't see myself doing that. So what the heck is gonna come of Aloha Mongoose when this shuts down, man? Cause I have like March. I have about like four and a half months to figure it out, you know, because like I need a new topic for my channel. And when for YouTubers, for content creators, especially like small people like me, it's really hard to gain views when there's already bigger YouTubers doing the exact same thing that you want to do already. So like if I do CSR2, that's never gonna happen though, but that's just an example I wanna use. There's already content creators already doing CSR2. They already got their fan base built already, and people already know who to go to. So for smaller content creators, it's really hard unless you got some really good content. Like you gotta compete in them with quality and just, you know, interaction with the viewers and all that stuff. Like you gotta connect with them. If you don't connect with your viewers, you have a hard time competing with those top content creators. And, you know, I'm a YouTuber. Like I used to YouTube way before I started playing Racing Rivals, so I already knew when I wanted to make a YouTube channel for this that I knew I had to make a separate channel on this one particular topic, Racing Rivals, and just dedicate that channel to it. And sure enough, this became way more successful than a dancing channel that I made that had 1 million views on one video. Like I got more subscribers from it, and it was just because I put in a lot more work and quality into my videos. And it was just easy to improve because it just required the skill set of playing a game rather than wasting time and energy dancing, because that takes a lot more skill than, you know, playing a video game. What was I going with? Yeah, man. So shoots. Never mind. I just noticed that I kind of just told my friend I was gonna leave the hotel room, get a breath of fresh air, because I kind of snapped when I was in the room too. I was like looking at it, reading the Instagram post. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? And he was like, "Whoa, what's wrong?" I was like, I gotta go outside right now. I gotta go outside. And like, to be honest, like on my way out of the hotel, going down in the elevator and walking through the lobby and all that stuff, I felt kind of dizzy. And so that's why I'm kind of like sitting down, because I still kind of feel like that. Because I just had like a Frappuccino, which I shouldn't have because I don't do good with dairy. So now I'm just like, oh man, are you serious right now? But yeah, I got all of this here. I'm kind of bummed, but I didn't think that this was gonna happen. I thought, like at best, this game was gonna last, like 7.0 was gonna last just a little bit longer than this. Like, but I kind of understand from Carbonated their financial problem. It wasn't able to keep up with the game, so putting the business part of Racing Rivals, they're not successful. If they kept this running, it wasn't gonna end well. It was gonna end well anyway. This was kind of like their last shot, their last chance. 7.0 was supposed to fix the problems. It didn't. People weren't pleased with it. And the people that did support it, it wasn't enough to support the game to continue. There's so much things and theories and all that stuff, man, that are coming up in my head right now. Like, if it's money, I can, one thing we can blame, or at least I can blame, is the black market. Because when you do trades and you buy things from other players, it's not like Uber where you get a small piece of the transactions, you know? So they wanted people to stop going to, oh man, I don't even know anymore. What was the other question? Let's check. People are like walking past me thinking I'm a psycho because I'm talking to a phone, but I mean, everyone's video chatting every day, so this is normal, I guess. I don't know. One thing I like, if I wanted to point fingers and blame anything, I think it's the black market, and that's kind of a hypocritical thing to say because I do go into the black market from time to time again because I have a circle of friends that I buy from because I know if I give them money, it's gonna help them, better their situation in the game. I don't know. Freaking something flew in my mouth. It's gross. But yeah. So I buy from a few people. Pretty good deals, but I just do it because it is what it is. Somebody talk to me. Why is there a lot? Oh, like trying to think like why are people like keep walking past me? But it's around that time that people get off of work and start doing their afternoon activities. Yeah, I could blame black market and I guess the community for not giving it a try. Anyone have any questions? Yeah, I'm hurt too. I think what hurts me the most is not knowing how much money I spent. It's not how much time I spent. It's knowing that the game could have worked if people gave it that chance. Because now when I think about it, when they announced that back in I think earlier in the year, like January 2018, I think that's when they announced 7.0 and all the changes that was going to happen to the game. There's one particular live stream or one part of the game that they wanted to talk about that had the most negative reaction. I think that's what killed the game, and that was the Legacy Continues, where they got rid of, they locked all of our Legacy cars, and then we have to start like a new 7.0 garage just because of the server differences. I think that's what killed it.
Can we get a fucking job elsewhere?
I think that was like, oh man, like, I think that's what did it. I mean, I knew about it. I knew that that's what did it, but I was just like thinking to myself, like, that's so minor, that's not bad, because no one was talking about how much money they spent on their garage in 6.5 and the updates before that, because I knew no one talked about it. You know how I knew no one talked about it? Because they were in the black market buying things for cheap. And every time I made like a gold crate video or silver crate video where I spend like over like almost $200 to do a crate opening video on like Fast and the Furious or like gold crates or whatever, or Racer Club, to me, I had the money. It's no problem. I could have used that money to buy shoes, but because I have enough shoes, I have enough things, I don't need a new device, I don't need all these things. I want to spend my money on something I enjoy, so I'm going to put it into this game because it's just like, hey, if I put money in this game, it's going to support them and keep it alive. That was my whole intention. Support something that I enjoy, and if I want to see it continue, you put in effort to help them out as much ways as possible. And if you have to help them out by spending money, and when you spend money, you get like, you know, things for it, for that money, why not, you know? Going back to, you know, buying gold crates and all that stuff and spending a whole bunch of money, like people used to like hate me on that, you know? I remember making a gold crate video. It was my birthday, like this is my birthday money, I'll spend it how I want, you know, I don't want to buy anything else, you know, there's nothing else that I want, I just want to make a video and da-da-da-da. So, you know, I think that's the only time I didn't get any backlash. But every time before that, like people were hating me because I was spending money on the game. To this very day in 7.0, when I spend money on the game, like I have a couple people, you know, coming up to me like, oh, you know, you're, you know, just hating me on it. And I'm just like, dude, like, this is my choice, my decision, you know, I have the money, I can afford it, why not, you know what I mean? Man, it's crazy.
She has trash tasting guys.
Okay. These are one of my favorite like exotic cars in the game. So I have until March to play this game, enjoy it before they close. But now that I know that it's shutting down, I don't want to spend money on this game anymore now. I mean, you don't really need to. And if you do, everything's gonna be cheap. Like, I thought they just did this for no reason at all. Like, I thought this was an error. Like, why would they release all of this? You know what I mean? Straight did it. Look at that. I thought this was an error, but I guess not. Let's buy one. That is freaking insane. The budget Rivals costs more than the Racing Rivals crates. Premium Rivals crates are $80. That's what threw me off. That's the first thing that threw me off. And then I looked at the Racing Rivals crate, like, wait, why is it cash? Then I looked at the everything else. I'm like, wow, this is actually good. I'm like looking at the T-Gen customization crate and seeing that it's $2,000. I'm like, wait, was it always like this? And then, you know, I go on social media, find out the bad news. I'm like, dude, because I was totally gonna get this car. Yeah, I can't believe it still. Like I was gonna buy this today. Glad I didn't. Something in my gut was telling me, you know what? Wait, don't buy it yet. And I was like thinking, because like I wanted to make a video today, opening this. Glad I didn't, because I would have been like, I just would have been more bummed out than what I am right now. I'm like, dude, I just wasted $50, you know? like this game is shutting down. Like, I mean, I have like 5 months to play it, but is it gonna be worth it? You know what I mean? So, like, geez. Yeah, something was telling me to wait, hold on. Like, you got like a few days more to like open it. Like, just don't do it now. Don't rush into things. And I was just like, yeah, that's true. I'm gonna wait, you know? And what slowed me down from opening that bundle was my friend, Yusef Killer, was selling a couple cars on his, and that kind of slowed me down from getting the Mustang because I wanted to find out, but I forgot to message him on it. You know, I just liked it, and I was gonna message him. I was like, it's been a few hours, it's probably gone. It's gone. Dang it. Crazy. So yeah, glad I didn't buy it, because I would have bought it and I was like, oh man, like for real. Something always tells me like wait until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because that's when the game like puts in the changes and updates and all that stuff. Like wait until 2, see what happens, then you make your decision. So it's just like, okay, so I'm gonna wait till 2 and I'll figure it out then. And glad I did, man. Glad I did. Yeah, shoot. This was a dream, this is a bad dream, if anything, you know what I mean? Like, this game, this concept, 7.0, it could have gone a long way, but it had its flaws. And, dang, this sucks. I think what would have made it worse, though, would have been if they announced it and they closed it after like this month. That would have been crazy. That would have been super crazy if they shut it down this month. But they're giving people a chance to play and enjoy it before it goes out, and I understand that. But I still can't wrap my head around like they were playing it off so good. Like, you don't even know right now. They were playing it off. Like, they didn't say anything until now. Like I said, I missed the last week's live stream, so I have no idea what you guys talked about. They played it off, man. That was so... Oh, man. That's crazy. I mean, I think the craziest thing is that they played it off. They probably knew the situation. They knew the financial problems. They probably knew the ratings weren't good, you know. They knew it wasn't good, and then, you know, like I said, they played it off so well. They didn't want to tell us until today, because I guess because Glue published this game. It was Glue's before Carbonated. Carbonated just manages it. They couldn't keep up with it, and Glue probably told Carbonated, like, hey, you know what, like, it's not working out, like, we gotta cut it. Carbonated probably knew about that. They jumped into a fire when they started managing this game, because this game was a mess. Like, you guys enjoyed it, but I could kind of see that it was a mess. You know, it was a big mess. You know, they couldn't fix the ghost shifting. It still existed. That was my biggest problem about this game. When I found out about ghost shifting, I'm like, this is gonna kill the game. Like, because like anyone in a ghost shifting car is gonna have the best times in the lobby. It's not gonna be fair for everyone. And another thing was when we found out about self-crushing in the turf teams, and then, you know, I just found out a whole bunch of exploits while I continued to play this game, and then I just, you know, to be honest with you, when 7.0 came out, I enjoyed it more than those last like 3 years I was playing, you know, the game. You know, 7.0 made it for me. Like, I enjoyed it more because it was fun. There was so many ways to earn. There were so many options you could do. There were so many events. There's a lot more to do. But just the timing and everything, and whoa, holy crap. Someone's golf ball landed right there by that no parking post. If this bench was a little... Wow, I could have got a concussion today, guys. I just heard this pinging on the road and it was a golf ball. They fixed the golf course over here, because there's a golf course right here. And they moved the they did something, and just the way they set it up, the course and the surroundings, it just doesn't match. Like, they don't even have like those nets to catch the balls, like how they do at the range over there. Everything is open, so that happens. Yeah, I'm just gonna ramble on, guys. If you guys want to hang out, you guys can hang out. But like, I'm venting. Right now, I'm just venting. And taking this, it's actually fresh air right now. It's kind of raining, so it's drizzling a little bit coming down. Nice and breezy. It's not as humid as it used to. Like, over here, like, when it's humid, but when it's like nice and cool like this, it feels really nice, and it's enjoyable. So like, I'm just enjoying it, try to cool off, venting to you guys, talking to you guys, because you guys are awesome. And when this game goes down, I don't know, dude, I had some plans for the future, man. I had some plans. Like, I was thinking about going to like Cali and all that stuff. That was one thing I wanted to do. And like, anyone that plays the game in Cali, I wanted to meet up with you guys at a mall or something. Guess my signal is getting bad over here just because of things. But yeah, I'm gonna move away because I almost got hit by a golf ball, as you guys can see right there. That was a close one. But yeah, man, I guess I'm gonna start heading back to the hotel, and I guess I'll make another video where I'm not in public, because man, that is just crazy. That's so crazy. So to make this video short, well, it's kind of hard now because it's almost been an hour, but just to clear things up, like, Racing Rivals had to shut down because financially they couldn't make it. They weren't making enough, so this was like the next thing that they have to do, you know, because the publisher of Racing Rivals has many other games that they have to manage, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You know, financially, this was the best decision, and to make decisions like this is really hard. I mean, someone has to call the heavy shots, and this one is a heavy one. But you know, I should have seen this coming. But I just believed in the potential of it, that it was going to get better, but you know. But that's what happens when you ask for, you know, the game to give out free stuff all the time, because you can't make the effort to. You only can get so much things for free from the game. After that, it just becomes a loss in business for the developers and the team that runs this game, because they gotta profit off of it in order to keep it running. And you know, if financially they're not doing good, and if the ratings are not good and players are not enjoying it, they have to make this call. And there's more negative people just like complaining about the game than positive people. Like, they will win us regardless. Like, the reason why I didn't complain about it is because I seen the potential. They just had to get over some issues. They couldn't respond fast enough, so it just caused more havoc. YouTube, don't block me for this. I'm in the mall now. I'm gonna be a little crazy person talking to my phone. But everyone does video chats, so it should be good. Oh wow. I guess the Invitational's going around, so like Tommy Bahamas has some limited edition polos with the college teams. It's pretty nice for those who are into sports. So I'm gonna head back to the hotel in a few. So I just wanna end off this very long, depressing live stream. You know, shoots, man. So Racing Rivals is shutting down March 2019. So for those who still wants to play the game, enjoy it now because on March 2019. March 31st, 2019, they said that it's gone, it's done, history. But this is, you know, now that I think about it, March 31st, 2019. The next day is April Fool's. So is this a joke? If this is a joke, this is a very dirty joke. Like, out of all the days that they could pick, they had to choose March 31st. That's just one, I just realized that. Is this a joke? Because, like, I mean, if it is, it's a dirty one. Because now that I think about it, like, March 31st, 2019, why not March 1st, 2019? You know what I mean? That would have made a little bit more sense. But that's not how it is. Huh? Little bird is nesting over here in a little sun bath. Oh man. But that's one thing, man. It's one thing that comes to mind. March 31st, you know. Could it be a joke? That's another theory. Is it a joke? Who knows what it is? But anyways, I'm done. I don't know what the future of Aloha Mongoose is gonna be. But whatever it is, I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, it's a business. You're right. Cause that does yeah. But that's just one thing. Like, out of all the days, I don't know. Unless that's like it's gotta be a deadline though. Because when you think about it, like, they said that they're gonna close it on March 31st. And then, like, are they closing? Yeah, they're closing. I'm really trying to figure out if there was like But you're right, dude. It is a business. I don't think they would do something that harsh. You know, put everything down, make everything super cheap, you know. Well, I am done venting. I think I'm done. I think I'm good. I'm still gonna play until the end date. It's just not gonna be the same now, because now I'm knowing all of this. There's no reason to really like get super competitive. I don't know. I guess I'll let you guys know in like another video, but I'm gonna really just take this time right now to think what I'm gonna do next, and hopefully, you know, figure out what I can do. Yeah, I want to figure something out for my on my side, like what am I gonna do in my channel, and should I continue to play, or should I just, I don't know, like I don't want to quit now, but I'll let you guys know in the next video. I just wanted to get that all off my chest. That was the whole reason why I spent an hour over here. Thank you guys for listening to me and dealing with me. I mean, this is some big news. And I missed all of your, I missed a lot of of your messages and comments over here. So that's something that I have to look into and come back again in another video. Something more organized and less noise. I don't know if you guys can hear me, that's why. But it is windy, and I've been pausing because I'm like trying to think, and I'm just like, I don't want to say something stupid and look like a crazy person out here in public. But I'm gonna get back to my friend because he's waiting for me in the room. We're just gonna chill out and all that stuff. But till next time, guys, aloha. I'll see you guys into the lobby. I'll see you guys in the lobbies until they shut down. I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say anymore. But it's all good. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot more better than this live stream. This was just to get out there, say something, and just vent a little. But yeah, thanks for dealing with me, guys.